The Karvansaray of Sheki, often called the Upper Karvansaray, stands as a durable reminder of Sheki's role on the historic Silk Road, a large roadside inn where merchants, their goods and animals found shelter and security. The city emerged as a major regional trade center in the 18th century, after local power consolidated into the Shaki Khante. That Khante arose in the 1740s under the leadership of Haji Chalabi. Haji Chalabi Khan is recorded as the Khan in sources covering the 1740s, 1750s. The Karvansaray complex now visible in Sheki was built in the same broad 18th century era that produced other local masterpieces, notably the palace of the Shaki Khans. Completed in the later part of the century, the palace's main construction phase is usually dated to the 1760s, 1790s. The Karavansaray's original fabric, massive stone walls, two-tiered arched galleries around a central courtyard, storerooms at ground level and simple guest cells on the upper floor, follows the classical Karvansaray plan used across the Caucasus and wider Islamic world in that period. Historical surveys and architectural inventories describe several large caravansarais in Sheki during the 18th and 19th centuries, with only to surviving to the present day. Functionally, the buildings sheltered traveling merchants and housed their goods and animals, ground floor storage and stabling, and the quieter upper rooms for rest and business negotiations. Thick masonry walls and modest fenestration controlled interior climate, keeping rooms cool in summer and retaining warmth in winter, a practical response to the region's mountain climate and long overland trade journeys. Over the 19th and 20th centuries, as caravan traffic declined and transport routes changed, the Karvansaray ceased to operate in its original commercial role and gradually shifted into disuse or ad hoc local uses. In recent decades, authorities and conservation teams have carried out restorations aimed at preserving the building's traditional features while adapting paths for contemporary tourism. Today, the Upper Karvansaray is partly repurposed. Visitors can see the original courtyard configuration and vaulted storage spaces, and a portion of the complex operates as guest accommodation, allowing travelers to experience the atmosphere of an old Silk Road inn with modern amenities. Its proximity to the palace of the Shaki Khans and inclusion within Sheki's historic ensemble, recognized by UNESCO as the Historic Center of Sheki, with the Khan's Palace, keeps the Karvansaray firmly on tourist routes and conservation agendas. Thus, the Shaki Karvansaray connects a clear 18th century historical context, the rise of the Shaki Khante in the 1740s and late 18th century civic rebuilding, with a living, restored monument today, a place where visitors can see architecture shaped by trade, climate and regional history.